Este anuncio es sobre la oferta de AT&T para el nuevo iPhone 15 Pro, que es garantizada, aunque ese no es el caso con otros anuncios.
Todos caerán a tus pies con el jabón Enamórale.
Spoiler alert, no funciona. En AT&T, lo que decimos va en serio. Descubre cómo obtener el iPhone 15 Pro con titanio por cuenta nuestra con intercambio elegible. Conectar lo cambia todo. Visita tt.com/iPhone para más detalles sobre la garantía de la promoción de intercambio para clientes nuevos y existentes. Disponible por tiempo limitado, sujeto a términos y restricciones.
Hola, and welcome to Word to Your Mama, Relatives. Relatives is a podcast within a podcast. Relatives explores the true story of how a first-generation Mexican girl, that's me, Ritzy P, and a black girl, that's Nyysha, meet in South Bay, San Diego and become relatives. We discuss black and brown unity, hip-hop, overcoming trauma, crazy movie-type moments, navigating this life, and so much more. Black and Brown Unity POR VIDA. Relatives episodes come out once a month. Welcome to Relatives 28. Coming to you not so live from Northern California, Sonoma County, if you will. I am currently in my makeshift studio, which is the back seat of my car. And if you watch any of the video snippets, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the perfect place. The acoustics, I feel comfortable. I have some privacy so that I can, talk loud because I'm a loud talker. But before I get into what this relative is about, I just wanted to check in with you guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up? Balancing stuff? Taking breaks? Trying to find joy? Trying to surround yourself with loved ones, do the things that you like to do to balance out all the crazy shit that we are seeing, we are witnessing to, be witness to. That didn't come out right, but you know what I'm saying. Just check in on you. Let me know. DM me, email me, what have you. All right, let's get into this episode of The Relatives. We discuss antidepressants to treat menopause. Yeah, that's a thing. More on the word Hispanic, a continuation on our discussion on the word Hispanic and how, I found out recently the newer generations are embracing it. So that's interesting to find out how they're being introduced to it and how it doesn't have the negative connotation that it had to me, in my generation or people that are in my circles that we feel the same way about that word. We also discussed the Supernatural Bears retirement episode. There'll be a link in the show notes for that. My relative Nyysha, she's turning 50 next month in December on Christmas. What is she going to do? Have things changed? Also, I finished Aida Rodriguez's book, Legitimate Kid. So we discussed that. And then a core memory that I guess I had forgotten from high school. We could do the continuation of our high school memories. And I guess we used to ditch all the time to go to a junior college to play spades. Yeah, all that and so much more. And then after that, we get into the Supernatural Bear Corner. We're keeping it with Yamz since it's for November. Sweet Yamz that the Supernatural Bear and I did a cover of last year. That's always a classic, highly requested. And then after that, we go into an outro. Let's get into it. How you doing, Relly?
Hey, time change, the weather change, but I'm the same. You know what I'm saying?
What's the weather like? In that trash state.
It's cool, no humidity. It's like a real fall, but today's been the hottest, 80. But it's nice.
But no humidity. I mean, no humidity.
No humidity. Nice and cool and breezy.
Oh, nice. I thought it was like humid all year round. Nice. What was that?
I like that vest. That's hot.
Oh, I think this is the bees. We, Rock and I go up here, we go on walks. It's all naturey, So we go on walks and it was cold. And I was like, oh, let me just get this. It's cute, huh? But my arms were cold. I know. But my arms were cold, though.
No, that's the look. That's given.
And I was like, I was like, oh, what's the purpose? And I tried it out today. My arms were really cold.
Oh, because you're saying you didn't have the full jacket.
Yeah. And then I had short
Like,
sleeves too. You know what I mean?
oh, I thought you had long sleeves.
Oh, so okay. So if it's cold, I wear a long sleeve with the vest.
Yes, facts.
Okay, I'll try
Like
that.
a thin long sleeve shirt with the vest, it's gonna keep you warm.
Okay, I'll try that out. I'll try that
Especially
out.
if it's a situation where you got to go in and out of places, or sometimes I dress to layer so I can take off because I get hot.
Same, especially right now with the perimenopausal.
Oh no, baby, I'm full throttle. Got my levels.
You're perimenopausal.
So, that's peri?
Perimenopause. Well, I don't know. For you, it's different because you had your stuff taken out.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you're pretty. He said my ovaries are going. Just squirting out a little estrogen here, a little this here, a little that, but it's putting along. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm on medication. I was so scared.
How long have you been on it?
Today's the first day I can tell the difference.
Oh, really? Already?
But it's antidepressant. But I'm not depressed, so
Yeah, but it's for the
It's only for hot flashes. But so far, side effects, diarrhea. I've been having diarrhea all day today. But I talked to a coworker who's on the same one, but for depression, and she was saying, she's all, yeah, the first day you might have the poops. I did. I said, oh, I remember, and I was like, okay, we'll see. So Donna, my sister, she said 4 to 6 weeks. See how it makes you feel. If you like it, stay. If you don't.
So you're gonna be pooping for 4 to 6 weeks?
No.
Oh.
Just hopefully it doesn't make you feel any different. Hopefully poops for 1 or 2 days.
Oh, okay. And then it stops and then it regulates. Oh, got it.
Because you take one pill same time every day.
Well, keep us
Birth
posted.
control.
So I have friends that are starting to get on stuff, different types of stuff. So I'm going to look into MIDI. If MIDI's listening, they want to sponsor. But because I think my insurance covers, so I just have to call to find out how much it covers. And it's a doctor's, all they do is handle that, perimenopause or menopause. And then they give you like a customized regimen of things.
Nice.
My one friend, she's doing the patch, and she said like game changer. Like game changer with everything, like the moods, the flashes, todo. So I was
the flashes for me.
I was like, yes. I was like, let me figure that out. So I have to call. Maybe I'll call this week. Because they'll be like, oh, we accept this, but I need to call my insurance with my premium because I'm not falling for the okie doke. I know how things go. I'm a veteran of dealing with this. So I'm going to find out hopefully. And then, keep us posted on how this is helping you.
Yes, I will. So I'm excited. Hopefully, more or less for me. I mean, I'm sure it's for all those other things, and those will affect me. The hot flashes are affecting me the most. I think.
Do you get them in the day? I don't usually get them in the day. I get them at night.
More at night because, your body naturally rises. Your temperature rises at night anyway. But in the day, oh, yeah. I'll be at work talking. Oh, hold on. I do that. It's like a contraction. I tell people it's like a contraction, a heat contraction. Yeah, it's horrible. I have some coworkers with the thing around their neck blowing the fan, but I got a hand fan that I'll bust out or I'll sit it on top of the thing so it can blow on me. It's a mess.
Dude, people don't know, man. People don't know. So when I was interviewing Teddy, the one that's from New Zealand, she was like wiping her eyes. She goes, I'm not crying. She's like, it's perimenopausal. And then like a month after I interviewed her, my eyes started doing the same thing. But it's not like just tears. It's like this burning sensation, like real bad allergies. And then kind of, it's really weird and I hate it. So that's when I was like, oh shit, my shit's turning up.
I think I've had that, but my eyes, like around my eyes, feel tight and burny.
Yes.
Like if I close them, ooh, it feels good.
Yes, it's like burning, like how sometimes you get like makeup or something in your eye, like cream gets in your eye or oil gets in your eye, and it's like kind of like a film of burn, kind of like irritation. Yeah. It's like that, but it's kind of watery, and I'm just like, ugh. So, anyways, yeah. So let's keep us posted on all that shit.
I will.
Okay, so So last time we talked, it was during the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month, right? And
Yes.
then we talked about the word Hispanic, and you weren't knowing, and and I've been having discussions with all my, Latinx friends, and of our age bracket, we all feel the same way. We're like, fuck that, red flag, da 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 da. But the ones that have kids that are just starting college and are the SMB's age say that they use Hispanic all the time. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
It's crazy. So I was just like, oh, so I'm going to have a conversation with the Supernatural Bear, because he used it the other day, but we were doing something and I was like, oh, this is a long conversation, right? Like, but it's fascinating to me how different generations feel about different titles,
different
right?
things. Yeah.
Because they're not raised, they weren't raised as, I think also we weren't raised with Hispanic Heritage Month, right?
At
so
all.
for them,
None of
it's
these
like a positive thing. They're like, oh, we're getting celebrated, like, and
right.
it's always on the when you're filling applications or things, it's like they want to know what you are. It's always Hispanic, and so it's very interesting that they embrace it. They're not that, maybe, I don't know if they embrace it, but it's like nonchalant. It's like, whatever.
They're okay with it.
They're like, cool, yeah, that's all of us, I guess. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
inclusive,
And it's kind of weird too. I mean, this is kind of a stretch, but maybe not. The use of the N word in their day and age, just a total noun, like, oh, what's up, my homie? Like, it's regular.
right.
And even if you're Black, African American, Black of skin color, you don't mind that they say that. Those kids.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're just so cool and nonchalant with whomever saying that.
Yeah, and I'm not. Like, there's Latino rappers out there, and they use the N-word all the time in their songs, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, even the Supernatural Bear, he's part Black. He's,
right.
Not 50%, but, on that side, majority on that side, Black. And he won't use it. And also, he doesn't present as Black. And I was like, okay, cool. At least he knows that, right? But
yes.
But
that made me laugh listening to his cancer.
The Biggie song that came out on Transformers, and if you don't know, now you know, right? And then
so what does he say?
And then the N-word, he doesn't say it, and then he points to his father, and I'm like, no. I was like, not at all. I was like, don't do that in public. He's like,
now
and
you
if
know.
you don't know, now you know. I'm like, who are you? The first time he did it was at the dinner table. I was like, who are you? I was like, no, mijo, no.
That is hilarious. That's a good one. That's good.
I go, don't do that in public.
Can you say it? Are you that?
I know. So we were laughing. We just Rocket just shakes his head, and I was just like, "Don't do that in public." But
this kid,
yeah. So you listened to the last episode, his last episode,
yes. Okay, Lamborghini. I was weak, and then when he added red, I said, "I love it." But my favorite part was, I love how kids hear things, don't know the meaning, but make their own meaning because of just what they hear. Shindig. I thought it was your shin and then you're in dirt. I was like, that's a good one. Soccer. Oh my gosh. That kid right there.
That's a good episode. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the SMB retired, though we still have the SMB corner, the Supernatural Bear corner on every episode, but it's like old stuff is on there now. But he retired because, he turned 11 and he had to make moves. So we did a special episode where he's a special guest, and we had, for the questions and comments from the audience, we had a grip of people say nice things, ask great questions, like, his Tia Nyysha here. And then he did his last Supernatural Bear corner. And I loved it. I don't know if you saw the video snippet of him and I singing the song.
The Yamz?
No.
Or that other song. The
Yeah,
other song.
the other song. It was impromptu. So so we had to do it on this. So he was in another room, which is on the other side of the house. So he had a delay because his headphones, he was listening to the wrong type of headphones, and there was a delay. So he ran over, and then we did an impromptu singing of performance of Heavenly by Harry Connick Jr. I don't know who originally sang it, but that's how we know it. And that's what I used to sing that to him since he was a baby to
and he
go
knows
to
all the
sleep.
words.
He knows all the words, but he does harmonizes with me. So that's what we did. We harmonized. So I don't know if you saw that video. So I posted, it's on YouTube. I'll have a link to it. But when I was watching the videos to get snippets and I saw that snippet, if you see that the whole thing on YouTube, not the one where I cut it that I put on social media, because you don't get to see yourself in those moments. You just feel moments. Like when you're super proud of Mariano or something, like you're in the moment. So you don't get to, no one's usually not filming you doing that. Right. So we finish singing and I look at him and I give him a beso. And the way I look at him, it's
You're
like
gazing.
It's like I'm in love. I'm so, like just in it. Like it's what it is pure joy. Do you know what I'm saying? And I never get to see myself like that. So it makes me happy to see myself that happy with the supernatural bear. Like, cause I'm looking at him and I was like, oh, find someone that looks at you the way I was looking at supernatural bear. Do you know what I mean?
Period.
I'm in love. I'm in awe. I'm just like so happy. And I was just like, do you want to support original content that supports diverse voices? Why not support Word to Your Mama? You're listening to it right now. Become a patron. Head over to patreon.com/WTYM. There are 4 patron levels to choose from, including Good Looking Out, I'm Down, Hell Yeah, and Please Believe It. Benefits include patron shoutouts, exclusive patron-only content, and so much more. Head on over to patreon.com/WTYM to take your support to the next level. Gracias.
Many of us have heard of the devastating passing of Hurricane Fiona through Puerto Rico, but not many of us know of ways, or better yet, trustworthy ways to help and contribute to those in need. Fiona a través de los ojos de los niños is an NFT project featuring art made by children of the nonprofit school Flor de Loto in Ponce, Puerto Rico. Through their drawings, they've expressed their feelings and fears which they went through the hurricane. You can help these children, their school, families, and communities by minting one of their NFTs at helppr.xyz. You can also help by sending crypto directly to their wallet listed on the website or do a donation through PayPal. The links can be found in the description. And to learn more about this initiative and how you can help, please visit helppr.xyz or via Twitter at helpprflm.
Especially right now with these, we're at the time of this recording, it's November 7th. Some fucked up shit happened in the world.
Yes.
Bad, all around the world, especially Palestine, the genocide in Palestine, especially in the Congo. Like, so to get these rare moments of joy, pure joy, that's, you hold on to that. Like, joy is resistance. It's for us Black and brown folks. Like, it's resistance. Sure. Like, we got to protest in any way that we can. And then we also have to find those moments of joy because we have to still be around to witness and to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. These are fucking trash times. Like, maybe it's perimenopausal. Maybe it's just because I'm a human being. But there's a lot of times.
Super trash times.
There's super trash times. And when I'm looking at social media, I don't want to look away because I want to be reminded of what the fuck is happening. But I'm crying, right? Like, we're crying, but we're crying from the safety of our own homes with our children. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I just wanted to point that out because I was just like, that joy. It's rare for us to see that in ourselves, to see ourselves experience that joy. So anyways, The supernatural
Nice.
bear. That's one for the books.
He's done.
And then why is he
Oh, boy.
dropping bars like he's a
It's in his
life
blood.
coach?
It's in his blood.
Like he's
it's
a
in his
life
blood.
coach. People are like, oh, he sounds just like his father. Well, what about he sounds just like his mother?
And he does. That's the funny part, because when I was listening to him talk, I was like, oh my God, he sounds just like her.
I know.
Totally sounds like you. The little side jokes and all the little.
He
For sure.
does. And then
For
he picks
sure.
up little things that we've said forever, like just, because I like old-timey stuff. And when I hear him talking to friends or talking to someone else and he drops these old-timey things, I just start rolling. I was like, he got that
Probably
from
like,
me.
what?
Yeah. Like we always say, instead of saying, if I remember, we go, if memory serves.
And he says that to his friends.
If memory serves, you were playing dodgeball.
Hilarious. Growing up. Yeah. He's a
So
whole adult
funny.
when he speaks.
I just remember that I'm out here in this car and people are living their lives outside.
You're looking around.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why did someone just coming home? Maybe for lunch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fun.
so what is happening that people want to know? What is happening with your 50th, because it's next month? We're in November. What's changed? What's shifted? Where are you at?
I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm waiting for surprises at this point. I personally haven't planned anything. The only thing I did plan.
Go ahead.
I'm planning, hopefully, to get a new car. I mean, really, that's it. I'm doing a lot next year. A lot of trips, I should say. Like at least 4.
Right.
So, am I really calling that my 50th? It's a celebration. I'm going to celebrate all next year. How about that?
Yeah.
But
you'll celebrate when we
anything
go out
set.
to celebrate mine.
Period. I'm going to have a little sparkle. Yeah. I'm going to be there too, but I'm going to be celebrating yours. But yeah, just next year, I just want to just celebrate being 50.
Because you're at the end.
So
it's real. It's real.
Yeah. I kind of shifted to that instead of one thing.
Right.
Let's spread this for 12 months.
Because it's an important year.
A lot of different things are happening, just like physically, mentally.
Right.
I'm in these streets, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get things happening.
Right.
So I want to make big booms.
Yeah.
For next year. So I did. At first, I was just frustrated, like, oh man, I don't have anything to do for my birthday. But every year, my birthday is awesome. From the smallest to the biggest, like family, friends. I get 1,000,000 text messages, 1,000,000 presents. Like, it's always so good. And people have been asking me this year, what do you want? What do you want? I'm like, nothing. Honestly, I can literally feel good saying nothing. Call happy birthday. But if you want to, if you must, go ahead and shoot me some money. But no, I ain't say money, but just seriously, like, I'm cool. I'm real cool with just turning 50.
Right.
And being healthy, looking good.
Right.
Keeping my bun tight. You know what I mean?
Tight and right.
Tight and right, baby. I'm not even tripping. I'm in a good space. So
I love to hear
I'm just trying to elevate from here on.
That's right. Because her birthday's on Christmas, so she gets shafted anyways. And it's at the end of the year. So that makes perfect sense to do it the whole 2024. Celebrate that. And
I must say, you say I get shafted, but I always tell people, they're like, oh my God, how's your birthday? It's on Christmas. Oh, you get punked. I'm like, honestly, I don't, because I have good ass friends, good family members, and they represent, and they always make sure is, even if it's just a card for your birthday and then a present for Christmas or vice versa, whatever, it's still thought of as both. I can't even say I'm like mad at somebody because they didn't get me nothing or say whatever. Sometimes people be slipping, but it's memory and we're getting older, and they'll be like, Merry Christmas.
Where's the
and
birthday?
Then I'm like, I say nothing. Merry Christmas back. But then later, most times they'll come, oh my God, I forgot it's your birthday. Yeah. So, hey, I'm living this life. No complaints. I don't care. No complaints.
No Africa at this point, but
as of yet.
Right.
Because I want it to be right.
It has to be right. And let's remind the folks out there, let's remind the folks over here, over there, that we do have a 50th trip donation button, a link where you can donate so that it goes to a pool for both of us. Because we will be, she turns 50 next month, and then I turn 50 in May, but we're going to be celebrating the entire year.
The entire year.
Multiple trips.
2024 is us.
Multiple trips.
Yes.
Sometimes there'll be trips that she does on her own with her peeps, and then I do on my own over here for something else, and then they'll together. Yes, together. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for next year to see all the good things. And I said I'm gonna start documenting from day one, like the first, like not crazy documenting, but something, even if it's just a picture.
Yeah.
I want to see how all of next year goes.
You should do a video diary where at least at once a month you do a diary, like you turn 50 and then you tell us how you feel and what's happening, and then once a month, and then you have it for the whole year. Like my 50th year, I got 12 videos.
Nice. Look at my girl trying to get me to do what she doing. Okay, let me do it. I might do that. I got to set it up. You know me, computers and all that.
Well, don't just on your phone. Just on your phone.
That too.
Are you sure
I'm
you're
like,
only turning 50?
Can somebody help me do this? I'm officially of that age.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. How do you airdrop? I had to ask someone how. Now I'm a professional.
Professional airdropper. Put it out on your resume, on your resume.
Top of the resume, airdropper.
The cabezon, one of the G's, he didn't know how to. I know he's going to listen to this, so I'm saying this shit and put him on blast. He didn't know how to send me a link to a song on Spotify. And he was like, girl. And I was like, so I did a video on my phone showing, you go here and then you go here, those dots. And then now he's like, and every time he sends me a link to something direct, I'll go, look at you with the direct link.
So funny. I had the longest, and I didn't want to Google it. So I just kept trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out how to send, like if I make an appointment with you and it comes on my calendar. For the longest, I didn't know I had to have the person's email address. Like I didn't know that portion of it. I just kept sending like to the phone number I had on contacts, and it was a hot mess for literally like 4 days. And finally I said, I'm bound out. I'm going to Google. Yeah. So that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear what the state of mind that you're at, right? Because the 40s are good. Everyone says the 50s are the next level good because you don't give a fuck. Like you could give a fuck, right?
I've been not giving a fuck though. That's the thing. It's hard to differentiate. But I think 40s definitely is like coming into the I don't give a fuck era. And you just get better with each year. Each year gets better and better and better. All that 10-year practice.
Yeah.
Now I still don't give a fuck, but like with responsibility, I don't know. It's different. It's just like, I don't give a fuck, but now I'm thinking about Social Security.
Oh my
Now I'm thinking about I'm thinking about these things that are literally 15 years away. And I just been thinking older. I've been thinking retirement. I've been thinking those things. I've been thinking AARP.
You don't have to be old. You can be 20 and have AARP.
I have it now already. Yeah, I have it. I have my card. I'm thinking senior citizen discounts when I go to Denny's. Like, that's me, what I'm thinking. What's my discount? Because guess
Early
what?
dinner special.
Most ages is 55.
That's close.
And I'll be rolling up in there with my bun.
We're a different 50. We're a different 55.
I'm rolling in with my bun and my scarf like, can I get my senior discount?
Right. And they're not going to believe you.
And they're going to be ID, please.
Right.
So that's my goal for now. That's my goal, to get carded when I'm 55 for being 55.
Right. Right.
Right?
That's it.
We were so happy to turn 21. Oh, I'm happy to turn 55 when that happens.
Because we won't look 55.
Este anuncio es sobre la oferta de AT&T para el nuevo iPhone 15 Pro que es garantizada, aunque ese no es el caso con otros anuncios.
Todos caerán a tus pies. Con el jabón, enamórale.
Spoiler alert, no funciona. En AT&T, lo que decimos va en serio. Descubre cómo obtener el iPhone 15 Pro con titanio por cuenta nuestra con intercambio elegible. Conectar lo cambia todo. Visita tt.com/iPhone para más detalles sobre la garantía de la promoción de intercambio para clientes nuevos y existentes. Disponible por tiempo limitado, sujeto a términos y restricciones.
Right.
There we go. Moisturize, kids. Moisturize.
Moisturize. People are hip to the game. You see these 20-year-olds with the red light things and the moisture. I was like, man, I wish we had that information. Then we would look even better.
Social media, baby, they're hitting it. And like all the Korean products, yo, they're hitting it. They're killing it.
Right.
They've been killing it, but they're killing it. You know, what's affiliated with Koreans? Hair for Black women.
For the Black community, yeah.
I go to this one spot up the way, hair everywhere, but guess what's dead in the center? Korean products.
Of course.
I said, ooh, that's a first, though.
Oh, but now they're hip to the game because they know, because they can have their people send it, or they can go themselves and buy it and bring it over.
And I love it. I love it. So, and I also just love that, it's not just, it's a Black hair store.
Yeah.
You see Korean everyone up in there.
Nice.
Everyone. So, yeah.
Nice. Is there a large Korean population in Jacksonville?
It's enough. I mean, it's just, to me, here is weird because you can go to other cities like, Koreans live there, Blacks live here, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here, they're very, like, what's the word when it's like, this is my side, I don't cross the tracks. They're like that here.
Very segregated.
Still segregated. Like, really economically segregated. But skin color for sure. Like, if anybody out of their mouth say, I live on the north side where I live on the north side, they automatically think murder, rape, killings. Like, they're going to think that. But where I live, I personally call it the newer north side. Because it's used to all be trees. And it's, it's all coming up and coming and everything. So, or if you say, I live out by the airport, then they don't think that north side, that stigma of north side. Yeah. But I work at the beach and they're like, I don't cross the ditch. That shocks me every time. I'm like, you live in this big city and you never go. I mean, of course, every little place has their own Walmart, Target, and all those, things you need. But that's why I refuse to throw a party. I refuse to do things like that because no one, oh my God, you live far. I'm like, I literally live 28 minutes away.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just weird. Yeah. I'm over this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
So another thing we discussed on the last episode of the Relatives 27, was Aida Rodriguez and how she reposted because her book was coming out. Well, I got her audio book because she was reading it herself, and that's kind of the only way I can listen. I can listen to books because I can do multiple things. I can multitask. I finished it. Besides being kidnapped, her story and my story are so fucking similar. It is beyond crazy. So much so that there's even she worked in the music industry. She worked for Two Live Crew for Luke, and then to even when she was little, she was crying because she wanted to marry Michael Jackson. I cried because I wanted to marry Michael Jackson. I had my Hello Kitty wallet with the wallet size of Michael Jackson with the yellow sweater vest.
The yellow and white.
Please believe it.
I tell people about that picture all the time and no one knows what I'm talking about.
Please believe it. I used to cry at night. Why doesn't he love me?
Girl, get it together. That's
so
funny.
her story is crazy, and I don't know, man. It's crazy how she inspired me and helped me, and then it's crazy hearing her story. And you have to listen to it now. And then and then hearing what she went through and how just all the shit, dude. Like all the shit that we go through, the generations, just the shit that you put in your head that even when you're older, it's kind of set in there unless you go to therapy. And she started therapy young, you know, coming from a family that doesn't believe in that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the parallels are crazy, but I really enjoyed it. To keep it 100, she's not the best reader, but it's still good, you know, because her stories are good and engaging and stuff like that and crazy and you relate, you know, and stuff. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I recommend Aida Rodriguez, legitimate kid. We'll have a link in the show notes.
I'll just say give them the link. Give them the link because I
definitely
need the
have a
link
link
too.
in the show notes.
Yeah.
So before we leave today, what is some high school memories that maybe we haven't talked about?
How vivid is your memory for graduation? Like, do you even remember graduation?
I just remember the pictures from graduation. Right?
Oh my gosh. That's so crazy.
Do you? I don't remember.
Because I even remember leading up to graduation because I almost didn't graduate. Because of math, a math class that I had since 10th grade, trigonometry. I took trig in 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Shit.
And I needed that class to graduate. And so I was like on the fence, like, am I going to do it? But she came through. I think she felt sorry for me. And she like saw my other grades. She gave me a D.
That's all you needed.
I made it. And
you're talking about the actual graduation?
No, yeah. And so finally, once I got that, I started planning like my outfit and, you know, things like that. So I want to wear this one dress. That was, when I look at it now, like, why? But anyway, yeah, I remember walking out. It was hot and we staying out there. And then, like, I remember taking those pictures with people too.
I remember that. That's all I remember. And I barely remember that.
And that our older friends came to our graduation.
Right. That was nice.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because we have that picture of like Jen and Joey.
Yep. Yeah. It's insane. But it's weird because I don't have no pictures like with my family.
Why is that?
Because it was those cameras back in, and then
right.
I think other people were taking the pictures. Maybe my mom does or somebody, but I don't.
I got to see if I have any of you with your family. I don't think so. Maybe.
Right.
But I remember my mom had a, you know, because she had finished chemo, so she didn't have any hair. She had the worst wig. The worst
She
wig.
had a wig?
Yeah, she had a black, I think it was black.
Not a wig.
Black, like straight bob wig. You knew it was a wig. It was ill-fitted. It was bad. So I don't like those pictures. I mean, I like that she's in them, but I was like, God,
but
like nobody was looking out for her and her wig game.
Right, come on. Dang.
Get her
But wigs weren't even what they were these days anyway.
No, now they're like amazing. But yeah, it was like I'll find when I get back home.
Yeah, I have to see those. I don't. But yeah, high school, man. I do remember from high school, maybe we'll talk about it next time, when we were still in 12th grade, but we would go to the college, the community college, and literally ditch school to go to school.
To hang out at the college?
Southwest, remember? We used to ditch Chula Vista High to go hang out at Southwestern College.
Trash.
To go in their cafeteria and play spades.
Me? I did that?
Yes. 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 Like, do you even know how to play spades to this day?
I do remember I played spades. I remember that I played spades. And I heard someone talking about spades recently on a podcast, and I was like, I don't remember how to play spades. I remember I played all the way up to college.
We
I remember it was pretty
used to
good.
ditch to go play spades at
That-
college.
That is hilarious.
And remember, we used to call it 13th grade?
Yes, because that's what it is.
Yes.
Trash.
Trash. But I don't know what it is now. It's nice. Oh, you should see it. It's really nice
Oh,
now.
really?
Like, oh, yeah. It's really nice. Because that's where De Leon went for his acting, like, on a whim. That's how he figured out he liked acting.
And it's
But
nice.
That's
why I didn't go there. That's why I didn't go to there when I couldn't afford. I got into Long Beach State, but I couldn't afford it. So I went to San Diego City College because I was like, there's no way I'm going to 13th grade. I'm going to go to a real city college.
That's everybody from high school.
Yeah, so I could, no.
Insane. Yeah, so that's what we used to do. How we got there, I don't remember. Maybe, Jennifer?
But
maybe.
Oh,
you had a car.
I had a car, so I probably drove us.
Yes. We was going to 13th grade.
Hilarious. We would ditch school to go to college to play spades.
And then we'll be walking in the cafeteria feeling all like scared, like someone's going to be like, you don't belong here, as if it's high school. And then we'll be looking around, and then we'll see like a crew of people we know at a table, and then we'll just go and just start hanging out with them.
Who did we play with?
Girl, remember, I want to say Lawrence, but I don't know. But I
with
think
the green eyes?
Elliot
with the green eyes.
But I'm not sure if we really played with him because we were still hanging out with the people from Southwest High and some Chula that went.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, girl, we used to just ditch and go play spades.
How many times do you think total did we do that?
Say it again.
How many times do you think that we did that?
Oh, plenty.
Damn, I can't remember. I vaguely remember.
Yeah, like we didn't know where we're going or nothing. We just knew what parking lot to park in because it was close to the cafeteria. Then we'll just get out and go.
That's
and hilarious. Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing.
That's hilarious.
We did not know what we were doing.
Nah, that's a memory. That is a memory. Yeah. Wow.
So funny. Yeah, it's crazy. So I think you did drive now that I'm thinking about it.
Right. I think I did drive. Wow, it's all kind of sort of coming back. I think when you said going to the parking lot, because we were like, what? Because it was all like, college campus.
We didn't know nothing. Yeah. Because we would go to the games there too. Some like football games and stuff.
Oh yeah, because I was dating. Well, I wasn't dating, but I was dating that one dude that played for Southwestern,
mm-hmm.
Whatever it's called.
College.
Yeah, Southwestern College. He played football. Remember that light-skinned dude? He was trash too. You remember him because I have a picture of him in his Southwestern football uniform, and then we saw him like way later. One time I came to visit, maybe for Comic-Con or something. We were downtown San Diego, and he was there. I was like, oh shit, there's that dude. You don't remember that?
I gotta see his face. If I see, I'll probably remember.
You'll remember.
Right now,
You'll remember. Yes, he's trash. I think became a cop.
Really?
Yeah, I think the last time I saw something that he was a cop, and I was like, of course he was. Fucking narc.
Like, just listen to that. Like, we sound kind of fast, but I don't feel like we were fast.
No.
That's not fast. That's just, I think we were just exploring. Like, doing.
We didn't go over there to fuck. We just went to play spades.
Right. We ain't fucking, we Spain. We're Spades. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
So then you must have taught me how to play then?
I don't know how I learned. But I know how to play.
But you still play. You still know how to play.
Oh, yeah.
You guys play on the regular?
I'm not one of those spade players.
Okay,
I'm just like one of these, like, paying attention. I'll talk a little bit of shit, but not too much, because I only talk shit when I'm for sure.
For sure. Because you don't want to get molded. You don't want to get molded or molded.
I don't want to get molded. Yeah. So I just talk shit on the tail end when I know I got that last spade that's going to win. Bam! Hit their ass with it. That's it. I don't give them too much.
Because I think Questlove has, I think he has tournaments. He also has like just regular games.
Damn.
At his house. And then someone else on the West Coast, they have tournaments, like, but it's like white people too, like white celebrities and stuff.
Oh.
I don't remember too much of Spades. I just remember the books, and
The books.
that's all I remember.
It'll come back if you have to play. If you got to be my
I'm
partner,
sure. I'm
it'll
sure.
come back and we'll kill him.
I'm sure.
We'll kill him.
I'm sure. I have
No
no
one ever
doubt
likes
of
to
that.
play with me because I'm not good at counting books. I always undercount because I'm like a for sure kind of person, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
in my hand, I'll be like, oh, hell yeah, I got 8. But then in reality, I might have all the books. But then my partner gets pissed and nah. So yeah. So you need to know who your partner is. Like, okay, if I say 6, that bitch got 8. Like,
Right.
you know,
Like
you
the
gotta take
little
them on slack.
ends. Yeah. Yeah, got it.
Oh,
And then
that
like facial expressions and little eye things.
Oh, I play with cheaters now, girl. They cheat so hard, and I'll be like I'll accidentally like just look over, and they'll be like, and I'm like, what? Yes, it's the spade game is ridiculous.
Do you play for money?
Girl, no, hell no, I'll lose. But the game that's worse than spades,
What?
Uno.
Oh,
Uno.
no, that breaks up people. That breaks up
Yeah.
families, relationships.
And they keep coming out with different versions. No.
Yeah,
stop.
no. You know what's the worst? The worst one is the one we have where the card says switch the hands. Have you gotten that card?
Yes, and it has the blank white part where you can write in your own.
Yeah,
thing?
like that one's fine. But the one where it says now switch. So I was like, we had been playing and I was like, it's about to be on a pump and about to win. And I was like, you know, trying to have my poker face on, like, yeah, cool, okay, cool. And I was about to go right before me. Raka puts that card down, and it was like the movies. I stood up, and the Supernatural Bear and I ran around the kitchen. I was like, no. So what I did was, it was like 1 year where I think it was a pandemic where we were playing a lot, and I took that card and I put it in the couch.
Cheater!
But then it backfired, karma. And then all of a sudden, the Supernatural Bear or Rocker, one of them found it. They're like, what is this doing? And I was like, oh, what is that doing?
Oh my goodness.
Because I hate that card with a passion. It took away my glory.
Ooh,
Rocket
yeah,
still
that
brings
is
that up
crazy.
because remember that one time? I was like, ah!
New Uno got to go. Stop inventing this shit.
Did you ever play, I forget, I think it's called Uno Stacko. It's in that machine. And it might throw a
played
bunch of
that
cards
once.
at you at any
I
time.
played it once, but I'm like, well, it's spurting out too
Stressful.
many.
It's stressful. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, no. I refuse to play in another setting because it will be too much. People can't handle it.
Yeah, we usually play with like 6+, and it's horrific. It's no, you can't do that and do this. I'm
Right.
like, that's how it is at my house. So now I think like maybe we can ask the people. Uno, we say house rules. I don't give a damn how you play at your house. I don't give it. Wherever we are, that's if they say
House
that's what
rules.
go, that's what go. But you usually don't find out till it happens.
Right.
They never
right.
set the rules first. They just
Right.
as you go. So yeah, it's crazy.
No,
Super
for
crazy.
sure. That'll be interesting. I can't wait to see you again in person. We should play
Oh yeah, it's on.
and play spades too.
I'll teach you again. I'll reteach you.
Yeah, reteach me. That is hilarious. I can't believe it. I'm not even thinking about that shit all day.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in and
yes.
tell Raka.
We're definitely up at Southwestern College playing spades in the cafeteria. And then like a lot of people would go to class. And then our dumb asses would still be up there doing what? Like waiting for people to come out of class, waiting to see people. Like, what were we doing? We were bored. Go back to school.
That's why I almost didn't graduate because of absence.
But you didn't have no good excuse. Like they didn't know that.
I don't know what happened. They were just like, you have too many absences or whatever. And then remember we had to do that. Remember we had that everybody, it was like us, it was like me and a bunch of students. We had to stay like one Saturday, like all day to make up. They were like, if you don't do this, you're not going to graduate.
Damn.
So for me, it was absences. So now, because I was ditching to go play spades
At another school.
at college.
Don't get it twisted. It was college.
It wasn't just in the streets. It was on the college campus.
Oh
That's
my! And remember, it used
hilarious.
to be so far. We'd be like, "Oh my god, this is far," or whatever. Not anymore. It's not far. It's just down the street these days.
Right.
So
That's
crazy.
hilarious, Relly. Okay,
Funny
Relly.
thing.
Anything else?
Hey, you signing off from the car, my girl. My girl in the car
This is
looking
Ritzy
good.
Periwinkle.
Yeah. Look
ABC
like it's going
News.
signing off.
Signing off.
And now, introducing
The Supernatural Bear Corner.
Supernatural Bear.
This song goes out to all the people who love yams. Hit it!
Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. Show me the way, 'cause I got bills to pay.
Do a shooby-doo. Yeah. There you have it, folks. Relatives 28. It is so crazy that I didn't remember that we used to do that. But as she's telling me, I'm talking about going, ditching school, an education to go play spades at the local junior college. That still blows my mind because it is true. But I didn't remember it until she started talking about it in pieces. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember. I don't know. I got to do some investigations. Who all went? How many times did we do that? How many times was I there? But I guess I probably, especially if I was the driver, right? And don't think like I was some spoiled kid in high school. If you've heard this show before, you know I was not. And it was a 81 Jetta, kids. An 81 Jetta. This was 1992. It was an 81 Jetta. I had to roll up things. It was used, but it was my baby. It took us places and apparently took us to go play spades. Hilarious. I bet you if we play again, it's going to come back to me muscle memory. Spades muscle memory. Okay, so yes, I'm still up north. Allergies are crazy since I'm allergic to everything native to California. Horses and hay, and there's that around here too. But I don't know, man. It's what could be defining times. And I'm imagining, I don't want to assume, but I'm imagining if you're listening to the podcast, and especially if you're listening all the way to the end, that perhaps we are like-minded and you are heartbroken, horrified, angry with everything that is happening right now. With the genocide and the ethnic cleansing that is happening right now, right before our own very eyes, that this country that we live in, that we're very, very fortunate to live in. It's so many things can be true at the same time, that is funding the killing, the genocide of so many people. It's great. It's like bizarro world to me right now. And the way people are coming out of the woodworks, and I used to be a fan of certain people, like people in the public eye, and how things can change in a second when certain things are happening to you, and I don't know what happens. You lose all of humanity, and those lives, just certain lives matter, and genocide against your people isn't right at a certain time in history, but then it's okay now. And also, these discussions that I'm having, capitalism is one hell of a fucking drug, and we need money to survive. But I mean, there's so many levels and so many things that I am also not very well versed in. But on the human level, I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. I'm a best friend. I'm a partner. I'm a wife. I mean, it's fucking awful. And here we are. It's like another month still. Like, I don't know, man. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to do, like I mentioned in the episode, trying to have some joy, a balance of joy, trying to take care of myself. I set on my phone where, all social media shuts down at 11 o'clock at night and then turns back on at 9. So at least I get a little bit of time to just kind of do some mindfulness shit, dude. Like, to remind myself of what's happening and to not go batshit crazy or be crazy depressed because of the helplessness that I'm feeling. What protesting for me looks like now compared to what it looked like 12, 15, 20 years ago, pre-Supernatural Bear is different. But, I have to remind myself, my therapist helps me to remind myself, like, there's some things I can't control, but what can I do? What is within my power? What's in my power is that I can share resources, share stories, try to break through so that, maybe people will be reminded of things, will take action. Who's to say if calling and emailing people, our civic leaders does anything? But I'm going to try because I have the power to do it from the safety of my own fucking home, where I'm not getting fucking bombed and crushed for economic gain. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. So try to share these podcasts. I try to keep continuing to do the work. I'm in a mastermind to be in community with others. I talk to all my different amazing people in my different tribes, and I don't know. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Let's get it to as many people as possible. Let's share these diverse voices. You know the vibes. Tell your folks, tell your peeps, tell your friends. Leave us a review. Buy something from the store. It's holiday timers. Buy something from the store. And I don't know what to say. I've said a lot already, but this is scripted. I just went off the dome and I just wanted to get it off my chest because I think that's also important. It just has to come out somehow, some way. And yeah. So sending all the good vibes. Remember to try to balance and, joy's resistance. And reach out. Email us, DM us, all the good stuff. We're, counting down 2023 and hoping that 2024 is different. Different in a positive way, right? Going in that direction. All right, then. Signing off from Northern Cal. As always, we reap.
Este anuncio es sobre la oferta de AT&T para el nuevo iPhone 15 Pro, que es garantizada, aunque ese no es el caso con otros anuncios.
Todos caerán a tus pies. Con el jabón, enamórale.
Spoiler alert, no funciona. En AT&T, lo que decimos va en serio. Descubre cómo obtener el iPhone 15 Pro con titanio por cuenta nuestra con intercambio elegible. Conectar lo cambia todo. Visita tt.com/iPhone para más detalles sobre la garantía de la promoción de intercambio para clientes nuevos y existentes. Disponible por tiempo limitado, sujeto a términos y restricciones.
Word to Your Mama is owned and produced by Ritzy P. Intro beat produced by Nico Beats. If you want to know more, or want to email us, you want to get the media kit, go head over to wordtoyourmama.com. Word to Your Mama is now part of the Latina Podcasters Network. And as always, Word to Your Mama is brought to you by RitzyPeriwinkle.com.
Make sure to follow Word to Your Mama on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you stream your podcasts, or download the Latina Podcasters Network app.